Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the card we're going to be making today. It's one stamp, that whole scene is one stamp, and then it's watercoloured. Anyway, so let me show you how I've done it. Supplies you're going to need is Night of Navy card base, so this is an A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then you're going to need some scraps of Balmy Blue and Pacific Point. And the stamp set we're going to use today is called Peaceful Place, and we're using this big stamp set here. We're going to be stamping it onto shimmery white cardstock that I've got already here in my Stamparatus, and I've put my stamp in as well. So let's get started. I'm using archival ink, but you can use StazOn. As I've said many a time, I don't come right with StazOn because I don't like the smell and I have strong allergies and I'm not going to put myself through that, so I use something that I can cope with better. So that's archival. So I'm going to ink it up well. But because of the Stamparatus, if I don't get a good impression first time round, I can just re-stamp it and it'll be exactly right. So let's stamp it here. It looks okay to me, but I think I want it to be a darker black than that. So I'm just going to stamp it again. So let's see. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's the beauty of the Stamparatus, that you can just stamp and it'll be in exactly the same place. So let me close that up and put that aside, and then we can go on to the watercolouring. For that I'm going to be using my watercolour markers that I have in my little Harry Potter pencil case here, and we're using both sets 1 and 2. So let me get them out if I can. There we go. They were offering up some resistance. And then I'm going to be using our aqua painters, which are these two, and you get 2 in a pack, as you can see, with 2 different nibs. Okay, so I'm going to be using that. Use this one, and then I also have just a little cloth here that I can wipe off any excess water. So I'm just going to get it working on my hand, and then I can feel the water, so I know that's coming through. Okay, so first we're going to be doing our colouring, and I'm going to put you on fast forward for this. You can actually, if you want to see it in real time, you can click on the little button below and you can choose what speed you want to watch the video at. So I'll possibly be speeding this either up ×4, ×8, and then you can click on below and reduce the speed to see it in real time. But the colours I'm going to mainly use, I'll show you on my original, is I used basic grey here for the stones, Pacific Point for the water. For the brown I've used everywhere Early Espresso, and the greens that I've used are, here's mainly Shaded Spruce, or Garden Green rather I should say. Let's have a look. Yeah, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, and then I've used some Old Olive as well to add some accents. So that's what the colours I've used. So let's get started. So that's our colouring done, as you can see. So now we're going to be doing our watercolouring. So just check it's still working. It is. So what I'm going to do is a very light touch. It's just to blend these colours together. So it's a very light touch, and I'm going to put you on fast forward to do this. Well, I might do, but you can see I'm just going to blend here the tree, where I've done the deeper colours, and I try to sort of keep with the grain of whatever you're doing. So here with the wood, with the bank, it's sloping downwards, so I'm trying to slope it downwards and get rid of any brush strokes or anything like that. So I sort of do little areas and then come back, so areas have a little bit of chance to dry and don't bleed into each other too much. Okay, so every time I change colour, I'm going to wipe my pen off on my lappy like that. Lappy is an Afrikaans word because my mother's South African, and so some of my language tends to be a mixed up version of all the languages I've spoken through my life, because my mother's Afrikaans. I mean, not Afrikaans, she's a white English, South African English, but she speaks Afrikaans. She was born in Afrikaans area. She was an Afrikaans teacher actually. So I speak a little bit of that now and again. So some of my words have that mixed in. And then, of course, as a kid, the school I went to, we were taught languages from a very young age. So I was learning French from the age of 6, 7. So I tend to speak a little bit of French as well. I do speak some French, quite a bit actually, and it bleeds through into my normal English sometimes, unfortunately, without my conscious thought, because I switch languages by mistake. But some words in certain languages, as you know, just fit what you want to say, and they can't really easily be translated across into another language. Same as here, if we say someone's, bitten the dust, or, packed it in, or, given up the ghost, all those kind of expressions you can't easily translate into another language. It just doesn't work, because they are specific to English, and the same is true of every other language in the world. There are words that you can't translate across easily. You can try, but it doesn't give you the same exact feeling and meaning as it does in the original language. So yeah, my language can be a bit of a mixture. Okay, so there's some quick and easy colouring for you. I don't think it looks too bad. Okay, so there we go. Just wipe off my nib again on my cloth to clean it up. Okay, now I don't want all of this white around it, I just want the image, but I always find it easier to stamp it and then cut it out, because if I'd cut it out initially, I know me, I wouldn't have got the stamp in the specific area I wanted. So I'm just going to cut it out now and hopefully do an okay job. Yep, get rid of that. Cut it at the bottom. There we go. The side as well. Yep. And then we just decide how much sky white space above it we want. That will do. So there you can see I've cut my little image out. Okay, so if you want, you can cut more out, you could cut less out, whatever you like. Now I've matted it onto a specific point and balmy blue, and then I've cut it out again. So let's see how much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it down and then just cut around it. It tends to be the easiest way to do this. So snail on the back, put it down on my my scrap of tongue-tied today, Pacific point, and then just cut that out. Like a little bit more off the top than that. Yeah, that'll do. And then a bit off this side as well. Oops. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and now we're going to stick it on the back of some balmy blue. I love all these blues that Stampin' have at the moment. They all go together so beautifully. Okay, so just giving yourself a little border, just like half a centimetre, if that, of a border. Okay. Just want to cut off a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Right. I can't wait for Stampin' Up to bring out their new trimmer. Those of people who were lucky enough to go on the incentive trip did see one, I think. But it's all in prototype stage and they haven't figured it out yet, so we wait still. But we're just going to have pieces matted in layers. Now we're just going to put some snail on the back of that and plonk it down. See there, another word, plonk it. You couldn't put that into another language, so there you go. Lovely jubbly. So that's the one I made before, that's the one I just made. Slightly different but equally beautiful. I could just go and lie down in the sea, go and lie down on the grassy bank and fall asleep watching that river, that stream. Absolutely beautiful scene. Anyway, thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you need any information about the project, it'll be on the blog post that goes with this video, and that'll be on my what do you call it? On my website, sorry. And the links to all of that will be in the description bar below. I have started a Facebook group for us to all share our wonderful creations, and the link to that is also in the description box below, so please do join that and come and show us all your wonderful creations. Thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.